It's the battle for the lead. Nicholas Nielsen steams by Lawrence Vantor.
You have seen the incredible overtakes, the high-speed drama, and the unexpected twists that made headlines. The FIA World Endurance Championship 2024 wasn't just another racing season, it was a battlefield of strategy, technology, and sheer willpower. From the blazing heat of Qatar to the unique challenges of Fuji's demanding layout, every lap told a story. So, what made this season stand out? Was it the unpredictable weather at Le Mans, where torrential rain and a 4-hour yellow flag period set the stage for Ferrari's number 50 car to clinch back-to-back victories after their number 51 triumph in 2023? Or were the newcomers like BMW, Alpine, Lamborghini, and Issotta Fraschini the surprise stars, making their mark with extraordinary performances? Or perhaps it was Toyota's relentless pursuit of the Hypercar Championship, showcasing their dominance with consistent performance and groundbreaking innovation. Today, we're breaking it all down, from the most exciting overtakes to the clever team strategies that pushed endurance racing to new limits. We'll look at the season's best moments and the amazing technology behind these incredible cars. The 2024 season kicked off with a bang at the Qatar 1,812-kilometer race at Lusail Circuit, where Porsche made a statement of intent by claiming their first hypercar class win. The number 6 Porsche Penske Motorsport team, featuring Lawrence Vantor, Kevin Estre, and Andre Lauderer, delivered a flawless performance to seal the victory, overcoming a late unscheduled pit stop that could have derailed their efforts. While Porsche celebrated their hard-earned triumph, Ferrari's promising start was marred by penalties and mechanical setbacks. The number 51 Ferrari 499P was in the lead early, but misfortune struck, including a costly pit stop that dashed their hopes. Peugeot's number 93 car also showed strong form, briefly taking the lead before a fueling issue knocked them out of contention, ultimately relegating them to 7th place. Porsche's clean sweep of the hypercar podium was a bold statement that they were serious contenders for 2024, with their new V8 engine proving to be a game changer. While Toyota struggled with balance of performance restrictions and finished 6th, their rivalries with Ferrari, Peugeot, and Cadillac set the stage for a fierce championship battle. As the season moved toward Le Mans, it was clear that Porsche had raised the bar, challenging the rest of the field to catch up. The 6 hours of Imola saw one of the most exciting races of the season, with Toyota once again emerging victorious after a nail-biting finale. The number 7 Toyota GR010 Hybrid, driven by Mike Conway, Nick DeVries, and Kamui Kobayashi, clinched victory following a tactical masterclass. As rain began to pour in the closing hours, tire strategy became the deciding factor, and Toyota's decision to switch to wet tires early gave them a crucial advantage over the competition. Ferrari, which had dominated for much of the race, faltered when they stayed out on slick tires for too long. This gamble cost them dearly, and by the end of the race, all 3 Ferrari 499Ps had fallen down the order. Meanwhile, Porsche secured a double podium finish, but Toyota's tactical decisions, combined with impeccable pit stops, earned them a hard-fought 7-second victory. Imola proved that in endurance racing, strategy and timing are just as crucial as speed, and Toyota's ability to adapt to changing weather conditions set them apart as true masters of the sport. The 6 hours of Spa-Francorchamps was a race full of drama and unexpected twists, particularly in the hypercar class. Ferrari seemed poised for their first victory of the season as they controlled much of the race. However, the race took a dramatic turn when Cadillac's Earl Bamber was involved in a massive crash on the Kemmel Straight. The collision with BMW's Sean Gelael brought out a red flag, halting the race with just under 2 hours remaining. When the race resumed, Porsche's Hertz team Jota, with Callum Ilott and Will Stevens at the wheel, capitalized on a perfect pit stop and strategic decisions. Their Porsche 963 surged to the front, securing an incredible victory. The win marked a historic achievement as Jota became the first privateer team to triumph in the hypercar class, denying Ferrari's bid for glory. Despite their efforts, Ferrari had to settle for 3rd place, with the number 50 Ferrari of Molina, Fuoco, and Nielsen rounding out the podium. Spa-Francorchamps once again proved that anything can happen in endurance racing, where a single moment, whether a crash, a strategic decision, or a red flag can completely reshape the race's outcome. When it comes to endurance racing, nothing quite compares to the 24 hours of Le Mans. In 2024, the race delivered everything fans could hope for: unpredictable weather, fierce competition, and an unforgettable finish. Ferrari made history by clinching a back-to-back win with the number 50 Ferrari 499P, driven by Miguel Molina, Antonio Fuoco, and Nicholas Nielsen, securing the victory after a gripping battle against Toyota, Porsche, and Cadillac. The race was defined by challenging weather conditions, with heavy rain causing tire changes and a dramatic 4-hour yellow flag period overnight. Ferrari's resilience was tested when a malfunctioning door put them out of sequence, but they held their nerve, with Nielsen fending off Toyota's Jose Maria Lopez in the final laps to clinch the win. For Ferrari, this victory was more than just another race win. It solidified their place as the dominant force in endurance racing. With the top 4 finishers separated by less than 40 seconds, the 2024 24 Hours of Le Mans proved that in endurance racing, every second counts. The 6 Hours of São Paulo brought more excitement as Toyota clinched another victory, proving their dominance in the hypercar class. The number 8 Toyota GR010 Hybrid, driven by Sebastian Buemi, Brendan Hartley, and Ryo Hirakawa, secured the win, showcasing flawless teamwork and strategic brilliance. Despite solid performances from Ferrari, including a strong push from the number 50 Ferrari 499P, driven by Fuoco, Molina, and Nielsen, Toyota's consistency and pace were unmatched. While Ferrari had their moments, including solid speed in the early stages, they couldn't keep up with Toyota in the final laps. This race also marked the end of the road for the Issotta Fraschini Tipo 6 LMH Competizione, as the team withdrew from the championship. Despite electrical issues that led to an early retirement, Issotta Fraschini showed significant promise, closing the performance gap and setting encouraging lap times. Their departure left a bittersweet mark on the race, but the future of WEC looked brighter than ever, with teams like Toyota, Ferrari, and the rising stars of BMW and Alpine pushing the limits of speed and innovation. The 2024 Lone Star Le Mans in Austin, Texas, saw a thrilling redemption story unfold for Ferrari. The privateer number 83AF Course Ferrari 499P, driven by Robert Kubica, Yifei Ye, and Robert Schwartzman, secured its first victory in the hypercar class, proving that Ferrari's dominance wasn't limited to factory-backed teams. This victory came just months after a heartbreaking loss at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. The race itself was a spectacle, with Ferrari taking control early on after Antonio Giovinazzi's number 51 Ferrari was forced into retirement following a spin. Despite fierce competition from Toyota, the number 83 Ferrari team held firm. In the closing stages, Toyota's Kamui Kobayashi was handed a controversial drive-through penalty for ignoring a yellow flag, allowing Schwartzman to extend his lead and take the victory by just 1.780 seconds. The victory marked a significant moment for Ferrari, not just in terms of the win itself, but in solidifying their place as a force to be reckoned with in the hypercar class, regardless of whether they were racing as a factory team or a privateer. The 6 Hours of Fuji proved to be a milestone for both BMW and Alpine, as both teams achieved their first ever podium finishes in the hypercar class. BMW M Team WRT with Dries Vanthoor, Rafael Marciello, and Marco Wittmann took second place in a race dominated by Porsche, which clinched victory by 16 seconds. For Alpine, the number 36 team, Mick Schumacher, Nicolas Lapierre, and Mathieu Vaxivière celebrated their first ever podium finish in the hypercar class, coming in third. It was a chaotic race with late race incidents and penalties shaking up the order, but Alpine's resilience saw them take advantage of the opportunities. Fuji marked a turning point for both teams, showing that the new generation of hypercar challengers, BMW and Alpine, were ready to compete at the front of the pack. The 2024 season came to an exhilarating conclusion at the 8 Hours of Bahrain, where Toyota's number 8 team secured a stunning comeback victory. After an early spin by Sebastian Buemi, the Toyota trio remained composed and executed a perfect strategy, making a remarkable charge through the field. Tire management was critical to their success, and Toyota's tactical decisions in the final stages allowed them to steal victory from under the noses of the competition. Meanwhile, Ferrari's hopes for a championship were dashed when their number 50 Ferrari 499P encountered reliability issues and they were forced to retire. Despite their loss, Ferrari's season as a whole was nothing short of spectacular, proving that they had returned to the top echelons of endurance racing. As Toyota celebrated their hard-earned victory, the 2024 season closed on a note of triumph, innovation, and fierce competition, leaving fans eager for what the future holds in the FIA World Endurance Championship. The 2024 season has undoubtedly set a new standard in endurance racing. With intense battles on track, extraordinary strategic plays, and technological innovation, this season has given fans unforgettable moments. From the dominance of Ferrari at Le Mans to the calculated brilliance of Toyota and the historic victory by Hertz Team Jota, this year was one for the record books. But the excitement doesn't stop here. As we look ahead to next season, the question remains, who will rise to the challenge and take the championship? Will Porsche's continued development and relentless drive make them the next team to beat? Can Ferrari maintain their Le Mans winning streak, or will Toyota's consistency prevail? And what about the privateer teams? Will we see more surprises like Jota in the future? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos.